By the time August 2024 came about, Brittany Renner had converted to Islam. She had a lot of support, but some skepticism. And the skepticism revolved around the idea that she had some sick motivation to do so. And by the time April 2025 came around, we found out what her motivation was. It was Kevin Gates. You see, Kevin Gates is a Muslim, or at least some form of Muslim. And we all know that his ex-wife Drika Gates also converted, and then Brittany Renner converted also. We all know what would happen with their relationship. They would break up. But it is clear that the influence for her to go to Islam was Kevin Gates. And it makes sense because typically a woman would convert to the man's religion, especially if she needed to get married. And that is exactly what Brittany Renner did. Fast forward! But it is far less likely for a man to convert to a woman's religion, especially if he has more than what she does. You almost never see it. But the key word is almost. Damn. One of the most infamous relationships right now on social media is Travis Hunter and Lyanna. Now, it's a lot going on with what happened last December, with the expose of Lyanna cheating on Travis Hunter in the past. But there's also another thing to be said about the relationship. There is an age dynamic. You see, Lyanna is 18 months older than Travis Hunter. While that might not be a big deal for many people, it is a big deal in this case. And the reason why is because Travis Hunter was in high school when Lyanna was not. And so this has always been some level of leverage in Lyanna's favor. Travis Hunter will always kind of be the young guy in the relationship because she's always been the older woman. And things have always been going her way.
To drink, he doesn't drink. And I'm Hispanic, so I have tequila like in my veins. So I drink. I don't drink a lot, but I drink. And I used to party and stuff. And he would literally drive me, sit outside for hours while I'm inside like partying, and then take us home.
This was almost like the first red flag. Lyanna admitted that Travis Hunter would take her to parties and she would go in and she would drink. And he would just stay out waiting on her. It might not have sounded like a big deal then, but it is a red flag. It's not normal for a man to sit out in the car while his woman is inside drinking when anything could be happening. Then there was also the dust up that happened after the Colorado-Oklahoma State game last year, where Lyanna had some level of an attitude for whatever reason that it was, and it was caught all over, national media. And he seemed to not have really dealt with it very well. And people criticized Travis Hunter because he didn't have his girl in check, but he should have. And again, this is something that a lot of guys don't know how to do because they're still young. They don't understand how to deal in relationships or how to have leverage. But yeah, he should have checked her.
Men are supposed to correct the energy of a woman, not match the energy of a woman. All right? Y'all hear me? Do y'all hear me? Because if I'm walking around acting petty, ignoring you, like I want to beef with you, you supposed to grab me up and say, hey, listen, we ain't doing none of that. Fix yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's how a real man handles stuff. Now, you sitting there matching my energy, you want to walk around and not speak to me too, and you want to move weird, you want to move funny. That's feminine. That's feminine. That's what girls do. We are known to be petty.
Now, this young lady is making a point. She's saying that, hey, as a woman, if I'm not on my stuff, you need to check me. You need to put me in my place. And again, this is not being mean to a woman or disrespecting a woman. It's just letting her know that as a man, you're not going to accept that particular behavior. But you'd be surprised at how many men don't do it. I mean, let's look at Will and Jada, Papoose and Remy Ma. I mean, just because a guy is doing good or financially has a lot of money, it doesn't mean that he has leverage in the relationship. It was clear as day that Lyanna was running things, despite the fact that Lyanna had nothing going for her. She had no money. She had no real skill set. I mean, nothing that she did added a lot to the relationship. It was all Travis Hunter's money, talent, and skill that helped her to get to where she's at today. But still, she held all of the cards in the relationship. And even when she got cheating clearly and caught lying, he took her back. All right, cool. It's okay. Like, you took the lady back and you married her and you had a baby and you married her without a prenup.
Damn.
But then things continued to get worse, like a whole lot worse. And it seemed that Lyanna was getting even more control over the relationship. Now, don't get me wrong. Nothing is wrong with religion. We talked about that earlier with Brittany Renner converting over to Islam. But we started to see something sinister happen right before our eyes.
And when God gets ready to make you a great woman, you'll know he's going to make you great by how you suffer. The greater the glory, the more intense the story. Because you can't get this all out of a book.
Okay, this is Lyanna crying and kind of being in touch with Jesus Christ. I mean, this is not uncommon for women to do. But I want you to read what happens here. I wish I could go back and hug December me because, oh baby, God was about to change your heart in the most important and beautiful way. I don't even recognize this girl anymore. The amount you can grow and develop in just 6 months of devoting your life to Jesus and getting away from the shackles of the world and social media is truly astounding. I wish the peace I found within Jesus on everyone who reads this. Your identity in him matters, not how people choose to perceive you.
Boy, you don't sit your stupid ass down. Who the think you is?
So this was on July 19th, the same day she posted this video about her crying. Now, it's interesting she's talking about in December when all of these things came out about her, which basically she calls on herself because, yeah, it was all her fault, right? And so now she's converted to Christ Jesus because, well, she had a crisis in her life. Like, she literally got caught thotting it up.
Got him.
And so it was her fault. I mean, it wasn't Travis Hunter's fault. He didn't do anything wrong except for stay with a chick who obviously was a 304. I mean, we all saw it. We all saw how it happened. But she converted over to Christianity basically to deal with all of this trauma and heartache. Now, if she would have converted to Christianity at the time that she was cheating on Travis Hunter, she would have never been in this situation in the first place.
Woo!
But wait, it gets worse. Fast forward. Now, Travis Hunter eventually goes to the Jacksonville Jaguars in the 2025 NFL draft. I think he's like the 2nd overall pick or the 3rd overall pick. And he's playing offense and defense. Now, this is a big challenge for any player in the NFL. Like, if you're playing offense, you're literally in the facility all day. So Travis Hunter plays offense and defense. So he must be always dead tired. Lyanna doesn't have a job, but she's a mother. Now, I'm not discounting motherhood and how hard it is being a mom, but Travis Hunter has to be very, very tired. I mean, he's taking care of a family. He's playing both sides of the field. He's the only person in the NFL that plays both sides of the field. Then we see this interesting video of him preparing a bottle for his daughter. And she then puts this up. He took this while I was knocked out. Having a teammate in parenthood is important. I'm so thankful for mine. Now, this is a great gesture. Don't get me wrong. And I definitely understand that, you know, people can get tired. But Travis Hunter is also tired. He's fixing the bottle for his wife, Lyanna, and he's also the reason why they have this money. I just do not understand why he has to prepare the bottle when he's working over 80 or 90 hours a week, earning a living. And again, this shows some level of a power dynamic in the relationship when clearly you are a full-time mom. This is something that you should be able to do because, I mean, he's working his ass off at what he's doing. Like, you don't have a nanny or something like that. But again, okay, you do however you want to do. And then there is something else that happens. On October 12th, right before the Jaguars played the Seattle Seahawks, Travis Hunter would get baptized. And everybody talked about it. I mean, ESPN talked about it here. It says NFL rookie Travis Hunter gets baptized before his Sunday home game in Jacksonville. And again, I'm a Christian. I'm a Baptist. I'm a self-identified Baptist. So, I mean, I've been baptized before. Stop the show. Even though I need to get baptized again, all these OnlyFans videos I watched.
Woo!
But hey, it's fine. He basically got baptized and he's now a reaffirmed believer, or he's a believer in Jesus Christ. I mean, that's great. Nothing is wrong with that. But the problem is did Travis Hunter get baptized on his own? That's the question. Because Travis Hunter never talked about Jesus or never talked about any of this religious stuff before. But we saw Lyanna talking about it. And that's the issue here.
This is the worst thing you could do in dating. The worst thing you could do as a man is follow a woman's lead. Do what she says she wants you to do. Because here's the problem. They do it subconsciously to bait you. To see if you, as the man, follows the woman's lead. They're testing your power. It's a stress test. You're not supposed to fucking agree. When they want more attention, or they want this or that, you're not supposed to say yes. You're not supposed to be like, okay, I like you. I believe you. Okay. Guess what fucking happens the second you do that? No respect, relationship gone.
So this is the issue that I want to talk about, because as a man, you can't follow a woman's lead. It's already difficult that Travis Hunter is 18 months younger than Lyanna, and he's already lost a lot of leverage in this relationship. You don't have a prenup, allegedly. You know, the woman that said, you know, before that she didn't like you at first. There's certain things of disrespect. There's levels of cheating, inboxing other men. And now she's setting the tone for the relationship. I mean, in December, she got exposed for doing all of the bad things, like cheating on you. And she devoted her life to Jesus because of her cheating. Now she's forcing you to convert your life to Jesus because she cheated. And this is the biggest issue with Travis Hunter.
Guys, if you're in a relationship with a woman that leads most of the time, tells you what to do, she's more in her masculine energy, kind of head of the household, doesn't really trust you to do small tasks, and you're like, I'm ready to take charge. Ashley, I am ready to take charge so that I am not being pushed around anymore because I feel demasculated in this relationship. What do? I'm going to tell you this. Listen to my words. It is going to be very difficult for you to change the dynamic of that relationship because she is in a controlling masculine state.
Now she's, controlling the masculine state of the relationship, and he will never be able to get that back. Now, it's not important for a man to have just, leverage over a woman just to control her, but you'll never be respected as the man. I mean, his relationship is at a disparity. Don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure he's a good husband. He's a great father, and he really wants to be a husband. Whether he has leverage, I don't know. She was the one that also convinced him to sign a deal with Lil Wayne, which because it was her favorite rapper, so he did that. Now he's converting, to Christianity, probably for her. And it's like his life isn't his anymore. There's nothing wrong with being a Christian or a Muslim, but you should be a Christian or a Muslim simply because you want to do it, not because somebody else wants you to do it. And that's the issue that I feel like that's very, very important. You should do something because you should want to do something, not because a woman is making you do something. And the reality is you're trying to make somebody happy, and that person will never be happy. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. What did you do for all that you do? Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.